All right, y'all, welcome back, Breeze Heat family. If you're here, like, comment, subscribe, share this amazing gumbo recipe with your family, friends, or just give it a try. We're gonna start off with our ingredients. Everything will be listed below. I think the only thing I forgot was oil, flour, as well as the bay leaves in this. But yeah, we're gonna get our holy trinity, the crab legs, shrimp, andouille sausages, some chicken thighs. Let's just get it. So we're going to start off by getting our oil nice and hot inside of a Dutch oven. You can use a Dutch oven or like a bigger pot if you want. You're going to be cooking everything in this pot, so just be mindful to have something that has at least enough room for the liquid. So I started by just browning those up really nicely. And you want to make sure that they're not like too burnt because they will continue to cook once they get put back into the pot. So I just made sure that they were mostly done. I do kind of have it on like a higher heat. I would say like a 6 or a 7. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. Browning them, taking them right back out. I just like for my sausages to have a little bit of crisp. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. So then right after that, I just threw my chicken thighs, like I said, in the exact same pan. For the seasonings, I did garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, as well as some Creole seasoning. 1 tablespoon of each, mix it all up together, and then I just sprinkled some of it on here. I didn't sprinkle too much just because I did want the flavor to get locked in with the chicken, but I also want the gumbo to still have like, you know, the good taste, So I probably sprinkled like half a tablespoon on all 4 pieces, like a half a tablespoon total. So really just get your chicken browned nice and good in there. I cooked it for like, I would honestly say like 4 minutes on each side. It's not going to be done when you take it out, but that's totally fine because we're going to get it cooking later. So what you're going to do is, you see how they got all those like drippings at the pan, like at the bottom of the pan, like it's burnt. Don't worry about that, y'all. Just make sure that it's not like actually burning. These are all the juices and seasons that you're gonna want to get into your gumbo. It's gonna make it have some real good and rich flavor. So to make your roux, this is going to be the hardest part. It's not even hard. It's just like time consuming. I did 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of oil. So I poured the oil in first, and I did the flour half and half. So I did the flour, got me a wooden spoon because, baby, I just feel like something about a wooden spoon make this dish just work. So get you a little wooden spoon or whatever spoon you got. Once you get that in there, get the other half of oil in there. And what you're going to do is start making this roux. You don't want your heat to be hot. I kind of had it like on a 4 because you don't want it to do it too fast because it will burn. So you're going to literally keep mixing this until it turns the color that you want. Doing this roux is going to take time. It's going to take some patience. You don't want it up too high. You know, go ahead, scrape those good juices up off the bottom. Get those seasonings nice and incorporated with your roux. I would say I come back every like 2 to 3 minutes and just keep doing the exact same thing. As you can see, this is probably like 10 minutes later. It started to get a little bit darker. And as you continue to let it cook, it's going to continue to get a little bit darker. But you want to make sure that you keep mixing it and have a nice consistency so it doesn't just burn or kind of like become like super thick, because it'll be hard for it to like become a real gumbo roux, because it's kind of hard to undo that once you do it. But like, here's an example of me letting it sit a little bit longer than I should have. So it's a little bit thicker in the mix, but it is darker. So this process is going to take you about an hour. It takes some people a little bit longer, but it only takes me about an hour to do this. If you feel like it's taking too long, turn up your heat just a little bit more. But like I said, be mindful of how high you turn it, because the more you turn it up, like the more you kind of have to be on it. So as y'all can see, it's just becoming darker and darker. It started off as a super beige, but now it's just becoming a little bit thicker and darker. And once it's at the consistency or the color that you want, I'm okay with the brown. I don't need mine to be super dark brown. First of all, I don't got that type of time, and I want some gumbo, so I'm trying to hurry up. So once it reaches like that deep brown color, I'll go ahead and add the holy trinity, which is your bell peppers, onions, and your celery. You can chop these up real small if you want. If it doesn't bother you, you know, totally fine. I do have a chopper. I'll go ahead and link that below. It's going to save y'all some time. I literally just put the onion on there, push it down, and boom, diced onions. Boom, diced bell peppers. Boom, celery. So that's my little trick for y'all, you know, check the links below. It'll be there. Along with a few of my other like Amazon favorites. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and get y'all some of that. I let this cook for like, I say like a minute and a half before I start adding in like the chicken broth. Oh yeah, that's one ingredient I forgot, the chicken broth. So I took my seasoning blend, just sprinkled a little bit more on there, and allowing this to cook. It's gonna look a little weird at first, but y'all trust the process, trust the process. You know, everything, it takes time. So once you allow that to kind of cook down a little bit, I added in my chicken broth. I did 4 cups of chicken broth and 4 cups of water. You can do all chicken broth if you want, but your girl only had 4 cups of chicken broth. So that's what I added. So here I am adding that in. And I added it in, stirred it a little bit, added in the water. Just because it was kind of thick, you know, boom, stirred it. Here goes the water. That's perfect. And now I'm going to add my chicken back in because I know it wasn't all the way cooked. So here we go. Boom. Cook it in for about like 5 to 10 more minutes. And then I added in my sausages. Yes. And once I let those in, I kind of took my chicken out. After about 3 minutes of letting my sausage cook, I like to add things in one at a time so everything can kind of like develop the flavor profiles one at a time. So boom, took my chicken out, shredded it. Now I'm adding in some more seasonings to this. You're going to eventually use the whole seasoning blend by the entire time. By the end of the time. So go ahead and mix that up nice and well. There goes your bay leaves. Now this is what is real good for any Creole dish. Them bay leaves will take you there every time, baby. Bring it to a boil, add in your shrimp as well as your crab legs. Now, this is the step that's literally only going to take you like the last 10 minutes. So your rice should already be done by this point. Add in them crab legs. Wait about 10 minutes. Seafood does not take that long to cook at all. And we don't want no little bitty baby, you know, like super small shrimps. I usually get jumbo, but I don't know why I didn't this time, but it's okay. Adding my shredded chicken back in, finna give it a nice little mix. And then what you're gonna do is cover it, let it cook for 10 minutes. This like the best part when you can like see all the meat in there. You know that you're about to bang this. You know it's about to be good. I really, really hope y'all try this recipe. If y'all do, please tag me. I love to see when y'all recreate the recipes. If you want to follow me on any other social media, just check below for the links. And make sure y'all stay tuned for my soup series. This is probably going to be the first one. We're going to have some broccoli cheddar soup, some loaded baked potato soup, my favorite soup, which is the soup from Olive Garden, Zuppa Toscana. And yeah, just stay tuned, y'all, because you're not going to want to miss those recipes. But now it's time. You have some gumbo. Look at that gumbo. You know you need a good crab leg, so go ahead and throw that up in there and serve it and enjoy. And if y'all make this, please tag me. I would love to see it. Like I said,